The truth will be heard. The truth will be heard. And indeed it was heard tonight here on Smackdown. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. I freaking told you from the very beginning. I freaking called it. Nobody in this universe can tell me I was wrong. And because it was clearly obvious. It was that Jezebel, Sonya, Deville. Now I can come up with any other nasty words, but I don't want to get too violent with the nasty words that I can think of for Sonya Deville. But I'm going to keep it as clean as possible. Jezebel is probably the best line I can think of. You know, without trying to get too over the top. Sonya Deville was revealed as the culprits behind the text message on Mandy's phone. And that explains why Mandy had no clue about the text message. Because Sonya deleted it off Mandy's phone. She deleted it off Mandy's phone so that way Mandy wouldn't have been curious about the text. That's why Mandy was all, you know, like, what text? Because she didn't hear about a text. So, that explains that. That explains why Mandy didn't know about the text from Tucker. When Tucker told Mandy about the text message that Otis got. Oh, good God, man. You guys have got to realize that this is one of the best angles in WWE recently. You would think in today's day and age of WWE, how can you mess up an angle like this? Something, WWE has been able to masterfully do. You gotta give WWE credit. You gotta give them credit. People always love to give WWE crap for lack of storylines, a lack of booking. But this has been one of the best angles. One of the best angles in the new decade. In the new decade, this has been one of the best storylines in recent memory. Mandy Rose is now possibly one of the most over baby faces right now. And yes, as much as I like to defend WWE for the empty arenas, I do wish there was a crowd for this segment. Because Sonya Deville, the heel heat that Sonya Deville would have gotten from being revealed as the one behind the text, oh man, it would have been crazy. And how over Mandy Rose would have gotten as a babyface just for that sympathy that she didn't know that her best friend Sonya Deville was behind her back, planning and plotting against her. Mandy was set up. Mandy Rose was set up from Sonya Deville. And people like to say, I've heard some people say that, revealing Sonya as the culprit is predictable. What? Predictable? I mean, how is it predictable when it's clearly obvious and it makes sense to the storyline? Sonya Deville has been a part of this entire storyline. How is it predictable? Was it predictable that Big Cass attacked Enzo Amore? Was that predictable? There's been so many best friend breakup angles, and everybody knows it ends up being the best friend. There's been so many angles like this, and we've seen this all the time. This made perfect sense. It made perfect sense for it to be Sonya Deville being busted, being caught out as the culprit. It made sense. And you could see the look on Mandy's face. Her hands twitching, looking like she wanted to rip Sonya's head off for what she did. Stabbing her best friend in the back. Here in that video, in the first video, Sonya told Mandy that she had her back. She supported her for this Valentine's Day date. And then Sonya shows her true colors and truly shows that she didn't have Mandy's back. She was planning to stab Mandy in the back from the very beginning, that ever since Mandy started to fall in love with Otis. Listen, it's clearly obvious. Sonya Deville is a lesbian. It makes sense why she's trying to plot against, because she's a lesbian. She wants Mandy all to herself. You people gotta understand, she's a lesbian. Just like Darren Young was. He was gay. That lesbian and gay are the same thing. What do gay and lesbian people like? The same gender. Sonya clearly is a lesbian that wanted to have Mandy all for herself. Mandy is not a lesbian. She is a person that likes males. And that is what you call a straight person. A straight person is a boy falling in love with a girl and a girl falling in love with a guy. That's straight. That's how relationships work. Sonya clearly wanted everything to go her way. She wanted Dolph Ziggler to have Mandy, and she would have Mandy. So it's like they both wanted Mandy Rose, and now Mandy realizes the truth. The truth will be heard, and the truth was heard. So what happens now? Some people may be asking, well, okay, what happens now? Where do they possibly go from here? Do they add a mixed tag to the match at WrestleMania? Do they go in a mixed tag angle at WrestleMania? It's possible they could do that, but I don't think so. I think what they're going to do, and this is what I would do. This is what I would do personally. What I would do is I'd have Otis defeat Dolph Ziggler at WrestleMania. Mandy Rose comes out, she kisses Otis, and they both live happily ever after. They fall in love. Mandy realized she was used. She apologizes for accusing Otis for not showing up on the Valentine's Day date. They fall in love and they kiss in the ring. And then after that, you have Dolph and Otis. You move them on, you have them do a new thing. You move them on, you have them do something else. Have Otis and Tucker pursue the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. And then what do? You have Mandy Rose focus all of her attention and all of her frustration on Sonya Deville. You have her focus all of her attention on Sonya Deville. This whole angle needs to be turned into mainly Sonya versus Mandy. And I hope these two have a long feud. I want these two to go at it for at least a couple of months. Have Sonya reveal her true colors. Give Sonya Deville new music, a new identity, a new character, while Mandy Rose keeps the character that she's obviously had, and you build from there. It's only going to get better from here. I feel like this angle is only going to get better from here when you just have Mandy and Sonya as the main focus point after Dolph Ziggler loses to Otis. Because I feel like Otis beating Dolph should be the end of their little should be the end for them, and they mainly focus most of their attention on Mandy and Sonya. That is what I would do. Man, this has been the best storyline on WWE television, man. Sonya got caught. Hey, ho ho. Sonya got caught. Hey, ho ho. And also that little thing that Sasha Banks ding dong. Sonya got caught. Ding dong! Love it, man. Absolutely love it. So now we'll focus on other things. Miz TV started off the show. Wasn't really a Miz TV. It was more like a let's just brawl. Uso started off by saying that they don't care about this Miz TV stuff. New Day came out with, oh, people at home! Oh, that was funny. Don't you dare be sour! That was funny. People at home. I love that. Because he knows there's no people there. Oh, I love that. Then Miz and Morrison, hey, hey, ho, ho, came out. And then we had a bit of a brawl. And Miz and Morrison end up standing tall at the end. And maybe Miz and Morrison lose the belts. I've been told Miz is sick. I've been told Miz is sick and he was pulled out of the match. So we don't know if Miz is still going to be in the match or not. We had a triple threat match. Naomi versus Lacey Evans and Tamina. Tamina wins with the super kick thanks to Bayley on the outside. Bad decision, WWE. Bad decision. This was not a good decision. I understand Tamina has been gone for a while, but there's no reason to completely have Tamina pin Naomi. You should just have her pin Lacey Evans. But Bayley, then after the match, tried to shake Tamina's hand, and she paid for it with a super kick. And then Sasha tried to reason with Tamina by doing the unity thing that they used to do of Team Bad, but Tamina would then give Sasha the Samoan drop. So we all know Tamina Snuka will not be winning the SmackDown Women's Championship at WrestleMania. I guarantee you she'll be the first person eliminated. She will dominate, and then everyone will gang up on her, and see you bye. Then we had Tucker versus Dolph Ziggler. This was before the Truth Will Be Revealed segment. Dolph Ziggler won by disqualification because he delivered a zigzag on the steel steps. And then the whole angle happened as I was explaining at the very beginning. Then we had Daniel Bryan defeating Shinsuke Nakamura by disqualification. Sami Zayn and his cronies stood tall. So will we have a new Intercontinental Champion? I don't think so. I'm actually thinking that Sami Zayn will still retain. I think he will use his dirty tactics to retain at WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan, to me, Daniel Bryan doesn't need the Intercontinental Championship. Daniel Bryan is winding down his career. He's going to become a part-timer soon. I feel like Daniel Bryan should put over Sami Zayn, and then you have Drew Gulak eventually down the road challenge Sami Zayn. And as I said, as I said in my predictions, I think Sami Zayn should drop the title to Sheamus. Have Sami be champion for a while, and then have Sheamus challenge him at like SummerSlam. And that's when you can have Sami lose it. And the final thing was John Cena. He came out and he discussed the Firefly Funhouse match. He accepted, and he went on to say that The Fiend is not on his level, and he will finish what he started 6 years ago. And all the puppets from the Firefly Funhouse, for the first time, they were not inside the Funhouse. They all appeared on the outside of the ring, near the barricades, and then The Fiend appeared on that big thing that Elias was standing on last week. I forgot what that's called, barrier or something. I'm not sure what that was called. But The Fiend was standing there, and then Bray Wyatt appeared behind John Cena and said, "Let me in." And that's how the show rolled off the air. That was pretty much your SmackDown. And to be fair, I may sound biased, but I think this was definitely one of the best SmackDowns in recent memory. I think this was one of the best SmackDowns, mainly off the Mandy and Sonya angle, but I think there were some other good things as well. The SmackDown Women's Championship build has been great, And also the John Cena Fiend stuff has been very good as well. So other than that, guys, that has been your review for SmackDown. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below. And I will see you all tomorrow for WrestleMania!